Ohio. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one? It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach, even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Terrapins will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touch. So Ohio State's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David...
Coming out aggressively. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Offense will take that 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
2nd and long here.
Ready, ready. Red 54, red 54. Go, go.
Play fake, Sayin. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's Sayin to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Maryland's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And for the first time in this game, we get a look at big Dorian Fleming. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. If you want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Out wide left, it's Danzy. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all of these losses off the podium after games. We got guys hurt, we got young players, we're inexperienced, we're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Needs it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st. Left side, it's Williams. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hand.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Maryland! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From deep, it's Cross. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Hits inside. It's Jackson. What a cut. Now he's loose. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sayin. Caught. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Right back to the well. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Calls his own number. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Third and long right here. Sayin from the gun on third down. Looking left. He's got it. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Julian with the play fake. Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Again, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Jackson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right side, it's Webb. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Washington. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Coleman Williams. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is good. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Moving out to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Turns it upfield. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Right at the line. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Long way to go on second down. Throwing, say it. Taken in by Smith on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 16 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sayin on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Straight ahead, it's Williams. Knocked down immediately.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, it's Washington. Right side, it's Webb. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Danzy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! They take the lead here in the second half. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. A quick pass to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 2nd and long here. Sayin gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Sayin to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sayin from the gun on third down. He's got it down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Finds his man. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from those.
Makes his man miss. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And it's good! Tie-ball game here in the fourth.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Rush right in his face. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Got room at the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Driven back.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this up.
Snags it, and there's running room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the red zone, it's Williams. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. On the delay, it's Jackson. Enough to move the chains. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Saying, they're all over it. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Finds his man. At the 35, he's loose. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. From the gun, it's Jackson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their...
Pick off to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Ohio State calls it second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Now on second down. They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Wants to throw. It's Washington. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be thrown to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late trail.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best receivers in all of college football. The defense needs to be anticipating the quarterback looking his way.
Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing, Sayin. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and